Hello, everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. Asterisk, the shrill screech echoed in the lab, almost paralyzing Michael and Lisa. Kevin was pulled close to the mirror, the bony hand from the other side tightly gripping his arm. The red light from the mirror shone out, illuminating Kevin's face, making it pale and full. Of passion, Michael screamed, gripping his friend's shoulder, using all his strength to hold Kevin back. Lisa also hugged Kevin's leg tightly, tears streaming down her face in fear. The mirror shook violently, cracks spreading across the glass like a spider web. In it, Sarah's face gradually appeared, but it was no longer the Sarah they knew. Her eyes were empty, her smile was distorted, her skin wrinkled as if her life had been sucked out. She moved her lips, calling Kevin's name, her hoarse voice echoing throughout the room. Kevin seemed to have lost all will to resist. He let the other hand pull him away, his mouth whispering in response to Sarah. Michael was desperate, remembering the lines in the notebook he had read. In a moment of crisis, he shouted the backwards notes that the notebook had written at the bottom of the page. Immediately, the room shook violently. The flickering candle went out. The mirror cracked horribly, the red light turning into a dim blue light. The hand in the mirror was jerked back, and Kevin fell flat on the floor. The mirror fell silent, leaving only zigzag cracks, no longer moving. Michael gasped, his heart pounding. Lisa sat down on the ground, her whole body shaking. Kevin lay motionless for a long time, then opened his eyes, gasping for breath. But his gaze remained distant, as if a part of his soul had been trapped on the other side of the glass. The three children fell silent in horror. When he had calmed down a bit, Michael pulled out the notebook. He noticed that many of the words had changed. Before, the words were blurry and hard to read, but now they were clear as if they had just been written. The warning line appeared clearly: when the ritual is repeated many times, the imprisoned soul will merge with the darkness. The caller will be bound and gradually lose his humanity. To cut it off, you must find the source of the first mirror. Michael read aloud, making Lisa dizzy. They had never thought that the mirror in the bathroom was just one of many links. If there was an original mirror, then it was the cause. Kevin sat up, his voice hoarse, whispering that Sarah had told him the location. But his words were full of contradictions, sometimes saying it was in the school basement, sometimes saying it was deep in the old warehouse. Michael and Lisa looked at each other, suspecting that Kevin had been too deeply affected. But they also understood that if they did not find the original mirror, none of them would ever escape this obsession. The next day, the school was filled with horror rumors. Many students said that when they passed by the mirror in the hallway, they saw a strange figure walking behind them. Some people even insisted on hearing whispers calling their names. The teachers thought it was just a group prank, but the fear grew. Michael and Lisa decided to sneak down to the school's basement, which had long been locked because it was damp and dangerous. Kevin insisted on going with them, his eyes shining with an inexplicable fanaticism. The three of them carried flashlights, their hearts pounding as they walked down the old stairs. The cold air blew from the mossy walls. The musty smell made them suffocate. The dark basement stretched out, filled with old wooden boxes and broken tables and chairs. In the corner, Michael discovered a dusty mirror, much larger than the others. The glass was cracked into countless lines, but it still reflected the flashlight's light strangely. As soon as Kevin saw it, he immediately rushed over, muttering Sarah's name. Michael quickly pulled him back, but Kevin struggled, his eyes crazy. Lisa screamed, begging Kevin to wake up. In the chaos, the mirror emitted a dull sound like a drum from deep underground. The mirror's surface gradually darkened, and Sarah's face slowly appeared, clearer than ever. She was no longer distorted like before, but almost real. Tears streamed down her face, her hands reaching out for help. Lisa choked, her weak heart, believing that Sarah was still alive. But Michael's back was cold. He noticed a smile flash at the corner of Sarah's mouth, too fast for Lisa to notice, but enough for Michael to understand that this might be a trap. Kevin suddenly broke free from his friend's grasp, running straight to the mirror. Michael and Lisa rushed after him, but it was too late. Kevin placed both hands on the glass, a flash of blue light engulfing him. The mirror shook violently, and a creepy laugh echoed throughout the basement. Michael screamed in despair, but couldn't pull Kevin out. The story wasn't over yet. Stay tuned for the next episode to see what happens when Kevin fully sinks into the world beyond the mirror.